Good morning everyone. Welcome all to Masters Online English Learning. Today I would like to begin our class with a question. Here I have written the most beautiful English sentence. I love you. We all know what is the meaning of this. We all heard, we all said, we wish to say, we wish to hear. But have you ever thought, what is the tense of this sentence? The answer is simple. The tense is simple present tense. Now we are going to analyze the sentence structure through a grammatical way. We would create or we could form a present simple tense only with one subject and one verb. One subject and one verb. See, here even if this predicate part is missing, the sentence is complete. I love. Did you get me? Here the subject is first person singular. Before we are going to learn the grammar rule of simple present, here I have made three groups contain different subjects in this. Different subject in this first group. See, first person singular only. In the second group, first person plural, second person singular plural, and third person plural. And the third group, only one member, the third person singular. Always please keep these groups in your mind because grammar rules are different for different groups. In this case, first person singular joins to second group. First person singular joins to this group. That means the grammar rule is common for all this group. The rule is if the subject is coming from these two groups, always use the base form of the verb. Base form of the verb. We all know that all verbs have three forms: base form, past form, and the past participle form. We use the base form to create simple present tense. If the subject is third person singular, add s with the verb. Add s with the verb. If the subject is third person singular, add s with the verb. But s would not be enough for all cases. Sometimes that may es or ies. For example, verbs ends with s, ch, sh, ez or x. Just add es with the verb. Then the verbs ends with the letter o also to be added with es. If the verbs ends with y, replace y with ies. Clear? Then, do you know in which contexts we use simple present tense? To tell about a habitual action. For example, I walk every day. We run together. She dances well. She sings well. He runs every day. Then, or to tell about general facts like the earth goes around the sun, the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, we use simple present tense. Or to ask questions about repeating action or general things. Now I am going to tell you that how to make questions in simple present tense. WH questions and how questions. WH questions are who, what, when, where, which and why. Here, how do you come to the office? Where does she go? Two simple present tense questions. Look at this first sentence. Here, subject is plural. Second person singular or plural. So, we have used do as a question verb and the action verb remains same, come. In this example, where does she go? Here, the subject is third person singular. That is why we have added es with the question verb. In both sentences, action verbs remains intact, no change. That means no need to add one more s with the action verb. We have already added es with this question verb. This is the simple present tense grammatic rule for simple present tense questions. Here I have enlarged the subject group. In this first person singular always will be I, and in the second group first person plural can be we, you and me, Sita and I. In this group third person plural can be they, people, children, crowd, etc. And in the third group, third person singular can be he, she, it, dog, cats, etc. Non-living things like water, air, etc. also coming under this category. Here I have enlarged the third person singular group. In this group, the subjects can be he, she, it, cat, dog, etc. car, bus, then government, committee, management, syndicate. These kinds of subjects also coming under this third person singular category. For example, the government decides to change its foreign policy. The subject is considered as a third person singular. That is why we have added yes with the action verb. Of course, heard melodies are sweet, those unheard are sweeter. So there are too much things remains to describe even in the same tense. If you would like to know more about this, please call me. My number is here. See you next time. Take care.